Hello there. Let's go take ourselves a good look at Haugesund here in southwestern Norway. Haugesund is a fairly good sized town. It's not a little tiny place. They've got a fair amount of people that live here. You can tell by the pictures here. Now, Haugesund is really nice to just kind of go walk around and go take a look. We ended up grabbing just a hop-on hop-off bus to go kind of tour around at a few of the little stops that they have here. Here's our little tour bus that we grabbed right there, and kind of a picture of the apex as we're going through this. So it stops at various different points. There's a couple of monuments, there's a little park, there's a little drive through the town, and you can get a pretty good idea of what it's like in this town just by kind of grabbing the hop on hop off. I think it was $40 US a person to have an all-day ticket to go do this, so it wasn't super expensive, and you got a nice little tour around. It take you to some of the little fountains and buildings in different areas that you can go see. And then here it drops us off at a nature park area. Now the buses, they typically run about every 30 minutes, and they just kind of, wherever you get dropped off is where you get picked up about every 30 minutes or so on the hour. But it was a nice little way to go hike through one of the nature parks, and it heads on out here to a little lake area that they have in a little park. It's really, really pretty. This is Norway, but this is not nearly as pretty as Norway will actually get. It gets better than this, and this is actually very nice. There's actually a little diving tower there. I'm not sure I would be willing to go jump into there, but it's probably a little bit chilly for most, especially on this day. And the weather actually got even warmer as we were in Norway. This was a pretty typical day, actually a little bit cooler than a lot of the trip as we got going here. We ended up bringing too many clothes, to be honest. Bring a mix of clothes if you're coming to Norway in the summertime. It can be rainy and 55, or it can be sunny and 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It can be a very varied mix here. It can be changing on a regular basis. So just bring kind of a variety of clothes that may fit the different days as you go throughout. So that's my best advice for the weather in Norway in the summer. It's not too bad most of the time. We were very lucky we had really good weather most of the time that we were here. So as we get kind of going along here, this is just one of the monuments that they have here that we got to go take a look at, and it's got a really great view out to the ocean from the top of the town. And as we kind of get going back through the town of Haugesund here, it's gonna take us back into more of a downtown area where you can kind of do some shopping and a little bit more sightseeing on foot. We ended up just walking around the harbor here and grabbing something to eat here in a little bit, but they do have a lot of big battery powered ferries that they run throughout the area here. There's a ton of places to eat in Haugesund. We didn't necessarily go in for a full meal because we actually like the food on Celebrity, so we ended up just kind of touring throughout the town here until we worked up an appetite in a little bit. And hopefully a bunch of these videos that we do put out are helpful, and they do provide you with some information and are helpful or entertaining in some way. And if they are, by all means, please give us a like and a subscribe. It would really appreciate it, and it's totally free to do it. Now, honestly, literally the best strawberries I've ever had in my life, and probably the best baked goods I have ever had. It is phenomenal here.
It was delicious.
So, and we chose to go ahead and just walk back to the ship, which you can here. Gave us an opportunity to do some filming and let you see some more of the town and the city area without it being from a bus ride. Kind of give us a little opportunity to give you some different points of view of what this is like here. It's very easy to visit, and it is absolutely stunning and beautiful. But even as beautiful as Haugesund is, if you want to see some really stunning video in different places throughout Norway, there's an entire series of videos that I have done with all of the different ports that we went to here in Norway. If they aren't up yet, they will be coming. There's going to be about 8 of them, so just be on the lookout for those. Now, as we end the video here, I want to thank everyone so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.